All right, today we're going to chat about those Bradford stats. We're going to start with the numbers. So we're looking at 109 new listings that came to market in June 21 in Bradford across all home types, 90 sales through the month, and 64 active listings, which are what didn't sell and carried over into the next month. May 22, we had 152 new listings come to market in Bradford, 57 sales, and 130 active listings, which moved into June. And in June, we saw a big reduction in the amount of listings that came to market. Sales were down a little bit at 40 and 113 active listings, which carried over into July. If we're looking at the money, June 21 in Bradford, $1,094,000 was the average sale price across all home types. Climbed in May 22 to $1,245,000. Currently trending at $1,134,000 is the average sale price in Bradford. The SNLR is known as the sales to new listings ratio. It's also known as the absorption rate. It tells us out of the homes coming on the market what the percentage of them is that are actually selling. So a year ago in Bradford, 82.6% of the homes that came on the market sold. 37.5% of the homes in May 22 and 38.8% of the homes that came on the market in June 22 sold. Now this is how we determine whether we're in a buyer's market, whether we're in a seller's market, is where this number is. So anything under 50% absorption rate tells us we're in a buyer's market. Between 50 and 60% indicates a balanced market, and then above 60%, pardon me, would indicate that we're in a seller's market. Months of inventory remaining tells us if no other homes came on the market after today at the current rate of consumption or the current rate of buying, how long would it take to deplete the inventory? So 0.7 a year ago, 2.3 months of inventory in May, currently trending at 2.8. So considering with what's going on right now, interest rates, everything else, I wouldn't necessarily say that 2.8 months is the craziest that I've seen, certainly across the GTA. So I would say even though the market is slowing, I would not say that it's a crazy slow market, not to the extent that the media is putting on right now. Sale price to list price ratio, homes selling a year ago in Bradford at 103.3% of asking, 101.6 in May, currently trending at 96.8, so homes selling just under asking. Days on market to get a home sold a year ago, 16, 13 in May, currently trending at 21. So I would say this 21 though, I would say you got to take that number with a grain of salt. I mean, there are a lot of cancellations of listings out there and relistings. So this number is only taking into account how long it took to get that home sold under the current listing. So if that home had been sold on the market for 90 days, this number wouldn't necessarily reflect that if that home had been canceled and relisted a couple times. So just always take that. So I think this number is probably a little bit understated. If you have any questions about how this data would pertain to your Bradford home, or if you're considering making a change or have any questions about the market currently, feel free to reach out to me. Chat soon.